What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Alright, we're coming back to Bruce Springsteen. Yes, indeed. Bruce Springsteen Fans FEELIN YOU. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to do all the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-boobidi-bop, do me a favor. Before you start doing that, watch the whole video first. Give me a chance to earn those clicks and those likes, okay? Now, after the video's done, if you feel like doing all those clicks and likes at the end, by all means, feel free to click away. This is a request from JFK, and this is actually one of JFK's 3 prioritized requests for the month of...
NANI?
What? August, right? We're still doing August. Okay. This is a request from JFK, and this is actually one of JFK's 3 prioritized requests for the month of August for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, JFK. I hope you enjoy the show, man. JFK wanted to see me react to this song by Bruce Springsteen called Dancing in the Dark. Now, have I heard the song before? Yes. Full disclosure, yes, I know for a fact I have heard this song before. I think I actually saw the music video where we saw a very young Courtney Cox make like one of her very first on-screen appearances ever. So, yes, I am familiar with the song. If I'm not mistaken, this is actually one of the biggest hits that Bruce Springsteen ever put out. So, yes, I know for a fact I have heard this song. So I will not be reacting to the song at all in any way, shape, or form. However, from what I understand from JFK, this is a live performance. So, having said that, I will not be taking the song itself, the songwriting, the lyrics. I never do lyrics anyway, but the songwriting, the chordal structures, nothing like that. I'm not going to be paying any attention to that stuff whatsoever. I will only be reacting to, evaluating, and scoring and reviewing the live performance, what we see on stage, the stage presence, stage energy, crowd interaction, stage interaction, production. I will take how well they perform the song into account. I'll do that, obviously, but I mean, I'm not going to be taking the song itself into account, so please keep that in mind. This was posted by Bruce Springsteen, okay? And the video has 22.6 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Bruce Springsteen, Dancing in the Dark, from Born in the USA, Live London, 2013. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
1, 2, 3. Violin, okay. Good stage and good crowd interaction. Good stage presence on the horns.
A little bit later, and I ain't got nothing to say. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, feeling the same way. I never retire. I'm just tired of going with myself. Little baby, lose just a little bit. You can't start a fire. You can't start a fire without a spark. This gun's for hire. Even if we're just dancing in the dark. You look good.
already seeing a lot of things I like. The horns being very animated back there. I can appreciate that. Thank you guys for putting on a good stage show. Stevie up here at the front, constantly pointing into the crowd, interacting with the crowd. I love that. I'm glad to see somebody is doing that. I don't care who it is. Should it be Bruce, since Bruce is the lead vocalist, the front man? Should it be Bruce? I mean, there definitely should be something from him, but I'm just thrilled that somebody, I don't care who it is, somebody is interacting with the crowd. And Stevie's right next to Bruce, so it works. It definitely works. The overall vibe and energy, it looks like everybody's smiling, everybody's having a good time on stage. Everybody's kind of looking at each other, giving those, you know, approving smiles and nods. Always a good thing to see. Yeah, man, so far so good. I'm enjoying this. This is fun. This is definitely fun. Would I say mind-blowing? Honestly, no. You know, it's not mind-blowing, but it's fun. It's definitely fun to see. Let's keep going here.
Just keep it clearer. Ringers on and I'm moving round the place. Check my look in the mirror. Wanna change my clothes, my hair, my face, but I ain't getting nowhere. Living in a town
I like
where
that
I guess
little
there's
swagger
somewhere
from the
there's
Stevie there. That was
somewhere,
good.
baby.
Nice stance.
I just know that there's you can't start a fire. You can't start a fire without a spark. This gun's for hire. Even if we're just dancing in the dark. Even if we're dancing. Sit around getting older. There's a joke here somewhere. It's on me. Shake a roll on my shoulder. Come on, baby, have a laugh on me.
Nice swell. And I love how everybody, and I mean everybody's eyes were on Bruce right there. I've talked about this before in the past, but I feel compelled to bring this up again. The E Street Band is probably one of the most, if not the most, professional backing bands I think I have ever seen. Everybody's got their eyes on somebody. And it's one of two things. Either everybody has their eyes on Max or everybody has their eyes on Bruce at certain points. And there's always going to be those key points where they're going to be looking for cues. And they know where they are. They're rehearsed. You know what I mean? They practice these things constantly. So they know when to look. And they'll either look at Max or they'll look directly at Bruce, depending on the situation. But Max has always got his eyes glued to Bruce's back because he's constantly looking for those cues, looking for those switch-ups. And he knows how to read Bruce really well. You know, I'm sure the rest of the band does as well, but Max in particular, because a lot of people look to Max for the cues. Well, he can't give those cues if he doesn't know when to give them. So he has to know what Bruce is going to do. He has to be able to read Bruce like a book and know what cues mean what. You know what I mean? And he does a great job of it. But right there, we saw everybody's eyes kind of looking at Bruce that time. Even the horns, they were getting down, but you could see their eyes looking right at him. That was really cool. That was really cool. Let's keep going here. Okay, look at the eyes. Watch the eyes. See what I mean?
Street to this town. They'll be carving you up all right. So you gotta stay hungry. Hey baby, we're just about finding that dying for some action. Sing a singer around here trying to write this book. I need a love reaction. Baby, give me just one look. You can't start a fire. Sitting around, crying over a broken heart. This one's for hire. Even if we're just dancing in the dark, can't start a fire. the dark. You look good. You're looking good, kid.
There we go. That's the crowd interaction from Bruce.
You're looking good. Oh yeah, baby. Come on, Jake.
What's going on here? Hey, who's this? Well, I'm gonna go on a limb and I'm gonna say that's not Courtney Cox. I don't know who that is, but I'm like 90% sure that's not Courtney Cox. Yeah, I think 90% is a safe number. No, come on, seriously. In all seriously, I know that's not Courtney Cox. I've seen Courtney Cox. That's definitely not Courtney Cox. But I would like to know who she is. I have my suspicions of who it might be, but I don't want to put anything out there that I want to get hammered for. You know what I mean? I have my suspicions, but I'll save those suspicions for later. You know what I mean? Let's keep going here. Okay, I'm going to go on a limb. I'm probably going to stick my foot in my mouth here. I'm going to take a shot in the dark. And I'm going to say that's his mom. I hope I'm right. That would be my guess. I don't know if that is or not. I'm really kind of hoping it is. I really am. Yeah. Just give me a second. I don't even know if it is or not, and this is hitting me. Jesus. I suspect it is, but I don't know for sure. I'm making the assumption that that's his mother. And it's a beautiful thing to see a son dancing with his mom. It is. I know everybody talks about, you know, the daddy-daughter dance at weddings, and don't get me wrong, seeing my wife dance with her father at our wedding, it was a beautiful thing. It really was. But when I had the chance to dance with my mother at our wedding, that was... It's something I will treasure the rest of my life. idea who this is.
1, 2, 3. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. My baby sis.
Sister. Okay, that's his sister. Nice. Okay, so that was his sister. Okay, that's one question answered. I'm still not sure who the other lady was, the lady he was dancing with. I'm making the assumption that that's his mother. I don't know for sure. I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments about that. Wow, that was interesting for a number of reasons. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Bruce Springsteen with a live performance of Dancing in the Dark. This was a request from JFK, and this was actually one of JFK's 3 prioritized requests for the month of August for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, JFK. I hope you enjoyed the show, man. There was a lot to think about. There was a lot to think about. I had to take a lot of things into consideration here. Now, before I give my score, I do want to make one thing perfectly clear. I said at the beginning that I have heard the song before, and I have. I know for a fact I've heard the song before. So this is not a reaction to the song itself in any way. So the score that I'm about to give has absolutely nothing to do with the song itself. Okay, I've heard the song before. I've already made it very clear. I did at the very beginning of the video that I was not taking the song itself into account. So the songwriting, chordal structures, chordal flow, melodic lines, anything like that, not taking into consideration at all. I am only reacting to, evaluating, and scoring the live performance, stage presence, stage energy, showmanship, stage interaction, crowd interaction, production, and of course I am taking how well they performed the song into account. I do take that into account, but I don't take the song itself into account. So please keep that in mind. Okay, having thought about everything, taking everything into consideration that I saw, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.8. Yep, 8.8. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay. Let's go down the checklist. Stage presence. Check. Yeah, everybody on that stage was moving around a little bit. Even if it was just a little bit, they were all moving around, okay? They were creating energy, which goes to stage energy. Again, check. Yes, everybody was moving around. Everybody was creating that energy and that atmosphere and that climate on stage. Okay, so everybody was doing a good job of that. Let's talk about crowd interaction. Check. It was definitely there right from the beginning, thanks to Stevie. Later on, Bruce came out and did it. Later on, the sax player, I know that's Clarence Clemens' son. I don't know his first name, but the Clemens boy, sure, we'll call him the Clemens boy. Why not? He started doing some crowd interaction, you know, but it wasn't just them. It was the other guitar players. It was the piano player. Everybody at some point was at least looking into the crowd and acknowledging the crowd, you know, nodding to the crowd, giving them that acknowledgement, letting them know that, yes, we see you out there. That's great. That's what you need to do. That's what more bands need to do and should do more often. So yes, crowd interaction was there. Stage interaction, clearly yes, that's a big check. We saw a lot of stage interaction between the performers. Showmanship, yep, we saw it. People jumping around on stage, people looking good, rocking out, having a good time, creating that, again, that positive climate and atmosphere on stage, that energetic atmosphere on stage. And it was projected into the crowd. The crowd felt it, and they reciprocated by sending their energy back. And there we go with that cycle of energy, and that is so important. It is so important in live performance. Production, okay. In all honesty, production was the one place they were kind of lacking. But let's be honest. Bruce Springsteen's live shows have never been known for production. They have lighting, and that's cool. But then again, it's daytime, and it's kind of hard to see those lights. You know what I mean? So, was production there? Yeah, sort of with the lights. But like I said, it was daytime. Can't really see them. So it kind of becomes a non-factor. And as far as having things like cryo and pyro and strobes and flashes and, squibs and everything else, you're not going to see that in a Bruce Springsteen show. I'm sorry, you're just not. They rely far more on a bare bones, we are going to be the show type of process. And I can absolutely appreciate that. So that's not a ding against them. That's just saying that it is what it is. Overall, it was a really nice live performance. The live performance on its own, I would honestly give like about 8.4 to 8.5, if I'm being honest here, okay? So why the bump up to the 8.8? Okay. I'm gonna do my best. I am not making any promises here. But I am gonna do my best not to become a weepy, sobbing, crying mess here. Okay, I'm gonna do my best not to. I am not gonna make any promises though, because I can already start to feel myself getting a little choked up just thinking about what I'm about to say. This live video surprised me. It surprised me in a big way. I was not expecting to have an emotional response to this video. Here we go. Now, I have no idea who that first woman was. The second woman that came out was playing the acoustic. He let it be known at the end that's his little sister. And that was really cool. Don't get me wrong. That was fun to see. It was awesome to see her come out. It's a family affair, and that's wonderful. I'm glad that happened, and it was fun to see. Now, the first lady that came out, I have no idea who that is. I have my suspicions. I believe that's his mother. Now, I could be completely wrong about that, and I am willing to bet that I am. And if it turns out that I am, I will be the first person to admit that I'm wrong. So I have no idea if that really is his mother or not. Having said that, I suspect it is. Especially reinforced by the fact that his little sister was there. That just adds even more reinforcement to my belief. Okay, here we go. More sons need to dance with their mothers. There, I said it. It's a beautiful thing. It really is. It's a beautiful thing to see. I remember at our wedding, seeing my wife dance with her father. It was beautiful to see. It was, and it's a memory I will always remember. Don't get me wrong. It was a beautiful thing to see. But when I got the opportunity to dance with my mother at our wedding, that was something oh God, here we go. That is something I'm going to carry with me the rest of my life. I will always treasure, and it is a memory that has been instilled into me, and I will never forget. And I absolutely treasure that memory more than words can say. So seeing Bruce dance with who I suspect was his mother, as Ric Flair once said, with a tear in my eye. Yeah, well, not just a tear, several tears. Yeah, it was a beautiful thing to see, man. It was. And I'm still getting choked up thinking about it. And it elicited an emotional response from me. It did. There's no denying it. I mean, it's pretty obvious it did. It absolutely elicited an emotional response from me, and it was a surprise. It was a shock. It is the absolute last thing I would have ever expected from a Bruce Springsteen performance, especially this song, since this song is so upbeat, and this song has such a positive feeling and a positive energy and a positive drive behind it. The last thing I would have ever expected from this song was to elicit the response that it got. So that was a very powerful moment, and as a result, I bumped it up to an 8.8, absolutely, and I have absolutely no qualms whatsoever giving it that score for those reasons. So, good pick, JFK. You got me, man. You absolutely got me. So, 8.8, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.